Hey everyone, Brian Russell, League Director. I am standing in Anglers Park in Danville, Virginia. This is going to be the third in our race course video preview series. We're putting those out on YouTube, so if you're watching right now, please like, hit the subscribe button, even put your comments in there and let us know what you think about our video, and we'll respond to you. But I'm joined with a couple folks here. You can just turn the camera there, Ken. There's Todd Lester, Race Director, Ben Harbor, Race Operations, and Ken. Give a shout out to everyone holding the camera, our new announcer for the league. But anyway, we're out here doing the final survey of Danville to make sure we're set for our third event, the Danville Dash of the season. And I just want to give everyone, before we start riding here, a little bit of preview what you're going to get into. We are standing in a monstrous field, about 10 acres, big pit zone, we believe, is going to be behind me. This is a lot of parking out here. So I think we're going to have most of the cars behind me here, pit zone here, and we're out here to figure out how we're going to route the course in and out of this field into that wonderful trail system behind me. Want to give a shout out to Anglers Ridge Trail Association. They're actually out in the woods right now with our Chief Course Marshal and course setter going through the trail, getting great support from them. So yeah, it's going to be a great venue, but we want to give you a preview of what it looks like on the race course, getting in and out of this field, and certainly out in the woods. So without further ado, let's go for a ride. Okay, so here we are in the middle of the field. Pit zone is to my left right now, we believe, and we're going to put everyone in the start pointed towards this bridge in front of me and basically do a big circle around pit zone in the grass. Ben Harbor, who's riding to my right now, knows NICA guidance, tells us quarter-mile uphill start, and as we pan around here, you will see that there is no uphill here in Danville until you get into the woods. So we're just going to give you a lot of grass to spread out before you get into the woods. We are pointed back towards that parking lot you see there, and we'll talk that when we get up there, how we're going to route through that into the woods. That's one of the challenges of this venue, getting in and out of the infield into the woods. Guys, what do you think, left or right of this bench up here? We go to the okay, we'll do that for now. Obviously, we'll have everything marked off by the time you come out here on Saturday for pre-ride. And as I've mentioned in other videos, a lot of, I call them game day decisions with the crew here, and exactly how we put this course in and out. Here's our first interesting point. Ben, why don't you lead us through, and I'll see how you get through, and then I'll pick it back up. But we're gonna have to route folks around this, still in the grass, but we're gonna transition to the parking lot through here. And you can tell some recent flooding up here. That's the Dan River to our right there. That put this underwater a week ago. But there will be a portion here we transition onto pavement, and Ben is riding where we're gonna route the course. A little short period through the parking lot here, and then where my camera's pointed, we're gonna go right onto this trail or road, and then now we're pointed into the trail system. Decent spectator area here to the right for sure. And for our course, we will have that gate open. We will ride to the right. But yeah, now I've transitioned into a little bit of gravel, really dirt, wide trail. And again, that gate will be open. I'll just go to the right here for now. And then we're gonna continue on this gravel road. That Riverside trail that was to my left, we're thinking that's a good, probably spectator access point to walk up the hill and watch portions of the race course up there. So we're still on gravel. And for those looking at their mountain bike project or all trails, we're actually going to pick up the Little Pisgah trail system up here is the first portion of trail system. That goes off to the left here. Still on this small gravel. You can see Ben taking the wide left up there. Like a little bit of erosion here on the gravel. And decent little climb here after being down the flat. And then we are looking for a turn into Little Pisgah onto the single track right here. And we are going to stay to the right. And another little climb. So we've gone from really flat in the field to a little bit of gravel, to a climb, and now we're definitely into some single track. You see just a little bit of rock, a little bit of root. Nothing too technical in terms of what's on the ground. But you can definitely tell there's going to be some climbing. This is a little rocky through here. Maybe a session opportunity to dismount and evaluate during course inspection. Make sure your rider's prepared for that corner into a climb.
And leveled off a little bit. And we are going to stay to the left at this junction here. Continue on Little Pisgah. So as you can tell, there's a decent amount of climbing early on the course coming up from that gravel road. And we're going to shoot straight across this road here. Suspect we'll have maybe Marshall Point crossing guard somewhere out here. Right now I'm just over a mile onto the course, so you can think coming to the top of that first big climb, getting up to the access road here, about a mile or so. So we're crossing that access road right there. I'm just having a conversation with the crew just in terms of the span of our race series. Browns Creek, not a ton of elevation. Salisbury, same thing, not a ton of elevation gain. But out here, yeah, that first climb is gonna catch your attention, particularly being down in that grass field for a while. And then there's at least one other pretty healthy climb on this course towards the end that we'll call out to you. A little bit of rock. Nothing too technical, rolling right over it. So maybe a little more rock than our folks are used to by this point in the season too. And we've got a fun descent coming up here with some corner work. Corners can get a little loose. You can see here some rock in them, so you want to watch your speed come that first corner. This is pretty steep coming up to the right here, so you can see rock and then a decent descent into there. Probably a dismount evaluate on your first course inspection through here. Man, I haven't even hit my pedals. I'm maintaining some decent speed from that one descent. It's going to carry me up into this next little climb. Another nice descent, not necessarily a drop right there, but you'll want to watch your speed so you don't come flying off it. Another descent, a little rocky through here. And then punchy little climb. You want to make sure you try and carry some of your speed out of that descent. Not too bad if you do. And then this is one you'll definitely want to watch your speed, and we'll think through which portion of this we tape or don't, but two options there. Come down the hill. This is pretty chunky coming down this descent. Riders may not be used to that. And then we're going to go to the right here, down towards the creek. And so fairly, sharp right turn at the bottom of that descent. Definitely want to watch your speed into small creek crossing, into another climb out of it. Right. And of course, when you come down, sometimes you got to go back up. So punch a little climb. And yeah, gonna climb a little bit. All right, now riding the second option to get across the creek. We'll hang a left here down the little riverside. Decent little ascent, little chunky, but then it puts us right down next to the creek and is going to give us a straight shot across the creek crossing up to the other section of trail we're using for the race course. We'll have the course setting crew work that and make a decision before pre-ride so everyone knows which course we're doing. But you're getting a preview into how we do our venue surveys. Here's one of the options to the right. We would have come out. Now we're doing the creek crossing. Not too bad. You got to cross, punch a little climb right across the other side. And then we're going to climb out a little bit to an access road. You can see Todd up there on the road. And I'll guess we'll have a marshal point right here at the road. And we'll come straight across onto Camelback is the trail. And we pretty much follow Camelback till we get back down towards the parking lot in infield. At that creek crossing, that's about 2.7 miles on the bike computer. We'll stay left here, so maybe approaching 3 for the last big climb on the course coming up Camelback. And yes, we are going to the top of that hill to my left. Heart rate is definitely up. And I'll pause here, give everyone a look. I'm just at 3.2 miles. You can see from a little downhill into another climb. We get to the top of that next ridge, pretty much downhill from there. And really fun way to finish the course. Yeah. And nice descent. You're definitely going to want to carry your speed through this because of what's right in front of us. That little climb. Carry your speed, you're going to be good. this will be a nice finish to the course. Certainly for pre-ride, first time out, watch your speed coming down. And we are going to take a right here, stay on Camelback. We are now getting the reward for all that climbing we were doing. Pretty fun through here. You can see the greenway to my left. We think that's going to be a good spectator zone through here. Parents, coaches can walk up, catch everyone as they finish the course. I'm sure Deb, our photographer, will find her way out here to get those amazing shots she always does. Little booter right here. I want to watch our speed. Yeah, nice little rock garden to get through. Gives me memories of Mayadan, so nice to have another rock garden on one of our courses. And watch your speed through here as we make the turn. I'm gonna cross a couple trails, stay straight onto Angler's Ridge now, is where we're headed. Rider back. Slowing my speed for someone on the trail. Beautiful dogs. Thank you very much. I've got 3 behind me. Thank you very much. Oh, that was fun. And you can start seeing the infield now, so you know you're in the home stretch towards the bottom of Angler's Ridge here. We're going to stay to the left, follow the road a little bit. Really smooth and flowy through here towards the end of the single track. Here's one of the race course modifications we're going to make. So as you approach the parking lot, we're going to route riders off the single track. You can see here there's a little bit of a cut through, and then the park's been kind enough to let us take a couple of these boards out. We'll obviously have the road marked off, but these boards will not be here. So you will be riding through these boards, and And then we're gonna cut back into the field, route beside the parking lot. We'll pedal beside Chief Course Marshal Brian Wood and course setter James Lee. Hey guys. And then we will route back to the field. And boy, if you haven't had a chance to pass up until now, here's your chance, because we're going to route you. My thought now is all the way back, wrap around pit zone, and finish on the backside of pit zone so everyone can cheer you on as you finish. If you recall, right to my left, this is where we started. So head out. And for your multi-lappers, as you wrap around pit zone, you will head back out and hit the single track. So we will start to wrap around parking to the right. Pit zone to the left. Again, this is where we started you. Wrap to the left. And then probably left-hand turn, and here's where you'll have your sprint finish. Again, we're thinking pit zone to the left, plenty of cheering, hooting and hollering as you come across the line, and probably finish line somewhere around here. So as I look at the computer, 4.5 miles, that entire loop. That's a decent course length, and I'm looking right now. See what? Yeah. I've got about 400 feet of climbing on there, so yeah, that's a decent course. After Browns Creek, then Salisbury, and some real mountain biking out there. But hope everyone enjoyed the preview, and looking forward to seeing you out here, Anglers Park, for the Danville Dash.